Oh, there you go. What's up? What's happening? I just had to get it right together. I mean, it's crazy. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chevi, and I'm coming to you guys today. I'm better than I love making content, so it'll be easier to just post to my page rather than doing content. How you guys doing? I think it's a wonderful, beautiful Monday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming in right now to discuss the state of the music industry, right? I put out a post earlier that went into something like, this is why your music is not good. This is why your music sucks, It sucks because your music sounds like everybody else's music. And I would have to, that's really what it is. It's just people don't really have the originality that they used to have back in the day. I guess it could be a case of having too many tools, so many that you forget the essence of what you're doing instead of just doing it what you're doing with what you got. Back in the day, you had, like, let's say in the 60s, 70s, before, the modern technology came where you can make beats on a computer or whatever, or even a drum machine. Basically, you had to depend on your guitarist, your bass guitarist, your drummer, your keyboardist. This is how you made your music. You dig what I'm saying? And, everybody don't come from the same background when you talking about producing a song. So I think those elements back in the 60s gave people the ability to put different styles and different things, genres together and make that music. Nowadays, all you have is, people sampling these songs from the 60s and the 70s because that was the true essence of music. Real bands, real musicianship. So today we just missing that. And in missing that, we have reached a ceiling when it comes to music production, right? Music production right now is at the ceiling. And I hate to say it, it's because nobody really wants to dive into musicianship and real music, right? We getting the sugar-coated, give us what y'all want to give us and then hope that it stick. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that people are going through things these days. It's not just, party, and that's what they give us. And they are surprised that it's not selling because y'all gave us this product for the last 2-3 years. What's different about it? You know what I'm saying? At the top of the top, you got all these labels. You got all this money being spent on these records. And nobody is selling records right now. You know what I mean? So, and I wonder why. Why are these people not selling records? Appreciate it. That's a Sonoa. Appreciate it, Sonoa. These people not selling records because there's nothing authentic about this music that's going on, dog. It's nothing authentic about it. Like I said, we don't have Princes and the he's dope. But my thing is, like, the producers and the people that were around these people, push these people to go musically where they, maybe what other people haven't been. You know what I mean? And I think that is the job of somebody like Quincy Jones. You know what I mean? Somebody like a Kanye to a Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Because Jay-Z had pretty much a solidified sound. But when Kanye came, he adding the samples, but he adding his own flavor, his own vibe to it that don't make it sound like traditional New York samples. You know what I mean? And that's what Kanye brought to the game. But at the end of the day, like I said, it just depends on where you from, how you grew up. You want to add all that kind of stuff into your music. My problem is somebody, let's just take, for instance, I don't want to be too specific because this is a general problem. So let's say let's say Nicki Minaj came out with that. Even though she was late too, with the everybody, that sound right there, right? That's the Jersey bounce sound. You know what I mean? I ain't saying she was late, but she was not on time with the sound. She didn't coin the sound for that time, right? That sound had been out. Now, we going 3-4 years down the line, is people still making that same beat for that same sound, for the same type of song. Like, Jesus Christ. That's all. That's basically you selling this borough, this area of music, which is New York. This is an example. This is all they know how to do. That can't be the case. It can't be the case. You know what I mean? Everybody has different, they grow up different. Everybody has a different ear. Everybody don't make the same kind of music. They shouldn't. Let's go back to the 90s. Let's take the 90s, right? The 90s, right? You had Atlanta. Atlanta sound like bass. You know, round here, round here go. Round here go. That was Atlanta bass, Florida bass. That was that music, right? New York at that time. I got the presidents to represent me. I need the presidents. You know what I mean? That's the Jay-Z sound, right? Then you got West Coast. California love. This the 90s now. Then you go to Texas. Texas was Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? Or New Orleans, you had the Master P. You dig what I'm saying? These artists had no business trying to sound like each other. Even though they heard each other's music, they wasn't in the studio like, oh, I want a beat and a song that sound like that because he got on the radio. That's just not how you supposed to do music, bro. Somewhere along the line, I don't know when it started, people started copycatting because of how quickly maybe your access will become to success. You know what I'm saying? That maybe it's a horrible thing because everybody has their own brain, everybody has their own creativity. You got to use it. But here's an example, right? An example would be, what's the boy name? I got bras in Atlanta. What's that boy name? I forgot his name. I don't know his name. He said my dreads is dry. Nigga. I forgot the dude's name. Dang. Future and his boy, what is this dude's name? I got bras in Atlanta. I'm in the drama. I forgot it. Just tell me the name since you on here hating. Talking about my dreads dry. Your girl like it. So stop playing. I guarantee you, if you got a girl, you might not even have no girl. And you might not even like girls. So I don't know. Let's not even go there because I can really go off. You can't what is it called? You can't come back at me. So, what's the boy name? You got me off track. The boy name is Designer, right? For him, for example, Designer, right? Designer sounds exactly like Future, right? He sounded exactly like Future. Now, Designer got on with that sound, right? He got a big song, got a deal, all that kind of stuff, right? The difference is Future has had a long career. Designer has not, and there's no shade to Designer, but it's just this is the example. You're trying to follow into somebody else's sound, and you got caught in the middle because you really can't produce the quality of music that the artist that you got the sound from can. So now you looking crazy because now you done got all these millions of dollars and you can't make another record because you didn't do it yourself. It's not creative. You dig what I'm saying? Let's see. Dry dreads paired with well, I don't know what. Panda, Hannah, exactly. I'm on here. Yoko is my favorite fan because he on here just yapping, right? Trying to like distract me from my message. And it's cool. Yoko, I appreciate you, but it's not gonna work because I'm focused on my message, right? So, like I said, that's what's missing today in music, you know. Music is missing originality. And when it comes down to it, As a black musician who's had success in the music industry, it is sad to see our music go down such a dramatic decrease of interest, investment. Sales have gone completely out the water when you got people like Offset, bigger individuals that only sell 20K first week. All this actually saying is your audience needs to become more niche, more than trying to hit the main market. Because once you hit the main market, you better be ready. And if you're not ready, the people will let you know. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think it's just time to step it up. If you're a musician and you're trying to do music, or you're trying to do producing, or you're trying to make beats, do some research on what you need to do as far as musically. Learn a scale. Learn a few scales. Go take a voice lesson. You know what I'm saying? Improve the quality of your own music, which will also improve the community of musicians, so that people won't just feel like, you know what I mean? This is like, like when I came up, I was inspired, right, by people that was in front of me. That was like, damn, I would want to do that one day, right? It's like, who, even though it's, these kids is inspired by artists, who is like the most influential artist that makes other people want to do music? Because, a lot of kids would say NBA Youngboy, you know what I mean? NBA Youngboy hard, and he's one of a kind, you know what I mean? So he has his solidified spot. Everybody who came behind him is just a clone. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, are we inspired to become clones of these artists, or are we inspired to like have the same success as these artists? Now it just seems like we just getting clones. So what I'm saying is, have fun with your music, be more creative, be more intentional about how you approach it. You dig what I'm saying? And Yoko, I only got 4 followers, but you're on my live and you're including yourself. So what I'm actually doing is prevent myself to have to do the same video with content and upload it. So I'm just doing it live. So when I'm done with it, it'll upload. You dig what I'm saying? So if you would think like me, you would be smart. But Yoko, you're not. You're on my live actually helping me achieve my goal today. So that is my goal. I did a 14-minute video on what I think about the music industry right now. Thank y'all for tapping in. Follow me on TikTok, IG, and now y'all on my YouTube. J. Reed Chevy. I do live beat collabs on Fridays at 9 p.m. on Twitch. So if you want to drop a collab, you send me an email at jreedcollabs@gmail.com. All right. I am a multi-platinum producer. I work with some of the biggest artists in the world, and my goal now is just to continue that and open doors for other people, because I've had my success and I'm trying to open that up to other people. Obviously, I still make my own production. I make my own music as well. So tap in. J. Reed Chevy on everything. I changed all my names. Like I said, that's what I'm going with. So thank you for tapping in. I know this is last minute pop-up stuff, but yeah, follow me and yeah, let's get it. Thank you, Yoko.